Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Jen. I've completed another journal. This one is an altered Reader's Digest book journal. I kept the majority of the pages intact inside of the book so that a story in the middle of the book could still be read. I did a little video on this journal before as I was working on it. Now this one is a horse or cowboy or western themed journal. The story that I kept is called The Good Old Boys. And I kept the original cover just as it was. I did have to do a repair here where the spine of the book had lifted a little bit. Keep in mind these are vintage books. This one is from 1978. Now, the book itself measures 5.5 inches by 7 5/8 inches, and it has a 1 5/8 inch spine, which is just a little bit larger than 1.5 inches. And within the book, there are going to be 42 altered surfaces. And then the story that I kept is 115 pages long. So this is going to be a little bit of a long flip through. I did reinforce the front and back of the covers with some brown paper tape. So over here now, I didn't use any digital printable paper kits for this journal. Everything that I used was book pages. Oh, that's a lie. I did. I used some Artymaze papers in here. Her Gelli print papers. I think that's all I used though. I'll show you those when I get to them. This image was some steno paper that I had. And this is coffee dyed paper. This pocket came from a book. And this red paper is the original page and bookend. I am struggling today, you guys. I'm just a little bit tired. As you can see, we're still doing a lot of work out here in Hunt. There's a whole lot of work, a lot of cleanup and rebuilding that is going to need to be done out here. And I'm just a little tired this evening. This was a book page. I did some collaging here with some pages from some horse books. And this is actually from a different Reader's Digest, an image I pulled out. These were end papers from another Reader's Digest. I did keep this page original in the book because it fit the theme. Also kept this information. And then this is scrapbooking paper, and I took a paper sack, a white paper sack, and I coffee dyed it. And I made a little pocket here and just turned the top edge down. And in this pocket, there is a horse-themed playing card. And it says, "This is your bookmark. Read for knowledge and pleasure. Play cards for relaxation." One of the many back designs of Congress playing cards. So this did come from an authentic deck. This another playing card here. This is a card from a game called the Boater's Knot Tying Game. There are several of these throughout the journal. And then a geography facts card here from a game. And then on this side, I used some brown paper bag. Folded this page up and made a pocket with it. And in this pocket is another one of the knot tying cards. And this is an original piece of ephemera. This is an image from a magazine. This is also paper bag, but it was a white paper bag that I coffee dyed. This is a Gelli print from Artymaze. This book page image and this coffee dyed paper on the back. Now, altered books tend to be stiff until you start working with them more. I'm sorry, there's a double pocket here. So I made another card to go in this top pocket here. This image from a book page. This is coffee dyed notebook paper. I made a pocket here with the pages, and in this pocket I stuck this little booklet, and there is a pocket here on the inside of each side of this booklet where you could put something. And then I just slipped one side into this pocket so that this side would show. This from a Persimmon Hill magazine ad. There's a top loading pocket here, again with a Gelli prints book page and coffee dyed notebook paper on the back of that for writing space. Book page here and here. This is paper sack. This is scrapbooking paper. This was an envelope, the inside of an envelope. Love this image. This backed with coffee dyed paper. And there is an additional pocket here if you want to slide something in there. Another set of book page images here. And in this pocket, I made a small little folio, and you open it up and there's a top loading pocket with a piece of a book page that I folded up. I just liked this image. There's an image on the back as well. And then another piece of paper from a book. And then this is a little belly band, and I cut this horse out and kept it from a book, and this was the other piece of that page. And I just stuck these in here. This was out of a magazine. Okay, and then this is the story. You can read the entire story. I did not alter any of these pages. I also kept the information about the author. And on this page, I made a pocket here using this image with another journaling card here. I love this image. He's feeding that horse from his hand. An apple. He has an apple. Another image here. And then another hidden pocket here. And I put this envelope in here that I used a book page to decorate the front. And I cut this open so that there was writing space and added this image to it and layered this up. I almost think I did this one on camera. Maybe. Another set of pockets here. In this pocket, I just put one of the book pages from one of the horse books that I was using in here. And then there is a double pocket on this side. And I used a magazine image and some scrapbooking paper. And then this was an envelope that I cut up and used And then in this pocket, another journaling card with a book page image, and it is backed with coffee dyed paper. Another pocket here, Gelli print here. And this was an image of a piece of art that was in an art magazine, a tourist magazine that we picked up in an art shop when we were on vacation. This, another large journaling card that I layered up. Fits in here. And then here I made a top belly band. And then I just made this little flip up writing spot, the book page image. This is a white paper sack that I coffee dyed. And this just slides into place and hangs there. Some more paper sack here, and in this pocket I included these two little envelope pockets and this book page that I just cut down to fit in the pocket, and it barely fits. I mean, it barely fits, but it was so pretty. So that goes in there. And then I have these two little pockets, and one of them is another horse playing card. These are vintage, and another card from a knot tying game. So those go in here. And then another vintage horse playing card and another knot tying card in here. And apparently a Marlboro, Philip Morris Marlboro card from a cigarette pack that had horses on it that I stuck in here. I didn't realize that was in there. I've been working on this journal for a long time, off and on, so. Another pocket here using a book page, an image from an art magazine here on this card. This leather looking paper is also some scrapbooking paper that I had. And then I have another pocket here, hidden pockets. And I liked this book page, and it had some writing space, so I just folded it up, kept it like it was, slid this side in here. I love this little guy. He came out of an art magazine. He's too stinking cute. He's taking a nap. I made a little double pocket using some more of those paper sacks, little sack envelopes. Another playing card. I tried to include one of each of the horse cards in each color that I had. And then this little guy with his puppy. He's so stinking cute. That came out of an art magazine. And then on this side, I made another one of those top loading belly bands. And a little bit of cardstock here that I folded up to be used for writing space, and added an image to the front of it. This, some more of the brown paper sack. Another top loading pocket here with just another simple layered journaling card in this pocket. Oops, I missed the pocket. Another image that I really, really liked from a book here. And then this image from a book I turned into a pocket, and I included this book page. In here. And this is the original end papers for the Reader's Digest. And here I made another pocket with this cute little pony and another layered journaling card backed with coffee dyed paper. And this from a book page. And that is it. That is the entire journal. And as you can see, it really doesn't have a gator mouth. You could slide it into a bookshelf and never know that that was a journal. And you can read the story inside of it. So if you are interested in purchasing this journal, it is available over on my Facebook page, and will shortly be available over in my Etsy shop. Thanks for watching, y'all.